You know, offensively, we've been able to open things up a little bit. You know, last year was pretty much the Tavon show. You know, this year we've got another back in the backfield that people have to pay attention to, and I think that's been the difference. And not only can Lydell run, but he's starting to pick up the passing game. We're starting to get the passing yards, and that makes us tough to defend. And so when you can put up points, you know, you always got a chance to win. Defensively, we're really athletic. You know, we've given up some points. You know, last week, East Noble found something they liked, and it took us a while to figure it out in the second half what they were doing. But we run around, and kids play hard. So our athleticism combined with good leadership, I think, has been the difference.
Talk about, you know, you mentioned you guys have kind of flown under the radar this year, but that's kind of, in a way, a good thing at this certain point.
Yeah, you know it is. We flew under the radar. I think a lot of people, you know, had us penciled in as a tough team to beat. You know, whenever you return a 3,000-yard rusher, you know, people are going to assume that you're going to be pretty good. But we didn't get a lot of credit in terms of being one of the elite teams in the state. And I think, you know, we've started to get into that level where people across the state are starting to recognize that New Haven football is a really good football team.
When you take a look at Homestead, obviously people talk about their offense. What kind of challenges do they face, do they present to you defensively, and how do you kind of corral the offense led by Zach Terrell?
You name it, they present the challenge. I mean, offensively, they're as good as an offense as I've seen since I've been coaching. You know, they're good up front. They've got great skill players. They obviously got a quarterback that can do a lot of things, throw the ball, run the ball, commands a great offense. Slowing them down is more the discussion this week as opposed to stopping them. But, you know, it's going to take a special effort for us to be able to stop them on offense.
Talk about the respect that you have garnered, because now, you know, you're 10th in this week's 4A state poll, and you kind of mentioned that people are taking more notice. Does that motivate you guys even more now that people are, you know, watching you guys a little closer, knowing that now you're in the top 10 as far as 4A football goes?
You know, we talked about it going into the year. You know, last year people started hearing about New Haven. We wanted to take the next step, and we want to be considered an elite team, an elite program. And in order to do that, you have to have continued success. You know, we've had some years here at New Haven where we've won a regional or we've won a sectional, but we didn't follow up with it. This year we've been able to follow up with a solid season, hopefully a solid postseason, and then, you know, we springboard that hopefully into a successful program.